Let's talk about your journey.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your debut book.
Ji.
Yeah. So congratulations on that.
Thank
first
you,
of all.
thank you, thank you.
So
Yeah.
in this book, there is a character which also has a cricket.
Yes.
There's a cricket in it. So
Yes.
you yourself as a cricketer, how cricket is an inspiration to you? Because you are into spirituality as well as you are a cricketer, and now that's why we are discussing this amalgamation of cricket and
Absolutely.
spirituality.
Yeah.
How cricket is an inspiration in your life?
Well, cricket became a trigger point and an interest for me to get into spirituality as well, because when I was 11 and I was playing my professional cricket, I played my first national when I was 11, played for MP under 14. And this was also the time I was fortunate that my mother introduced me to transcendental meditation. And unlike the kids of my age, I took meditation slightly more seriously, maybe because I was playing something professionally and I saw an advantage of that in my game.
Okay.
So when I started taking, because that's the age, they also call it a learning age. You pick something very quickly before the age of 16. So when I picked up meditation, I started seeing advantage of it on the cricket field. I mean, there were moments I would get into a zone where intuitively I would know what's going on, what's going to come ahead. But this used to happen very accidentally. I had no choice on it. But this became a question within me, how to enter into this state at my will. And that question stayed with me, and I then started my spiritual journey of exploring different philosophies, different school of meditations, and later on pondered upon Tibetan Mahayana tradition and studied their non-dual nature of reality.
Great.
Our Advait Vedanta, right? And the practice of the Kriya Yoga. So all these school of thoughts then made this concept much more clearer to me. What is the way of getting into the zone? And I realized through my meditative perceptions that our 5 senses play a very major role for us to get into that state of flow. Because our 5 senses are designed to interact with the outside world.
Absolutely.
They cannot make you see the God consciousness or the awareness or that seed of inner spontaneity within you. It's inside you, because senses are interacting with outside world. Awareness is within you. So it's only when you learn the art of resting your 5 senses that you get a taste of that awareness.
Correct.
And cricketers call it in their language calming your nerves.
Yes.
Because your senses are assigned to your nerves. I mean, the sense perceptions are all attached through your nerves, to your system.
This is more required when you are in your nervous 90s.
Absolutely.
I mean, Sachin has missed so many centuries. In 90s. I mean, if you added those, I think that will cross more than 150.
Absolutely.
Tally.
Absolutely.
So, is it because of that nerves or that?
It is because of this. See, when I'm saying that you have to learn the art of calming your nerves or the art of resting your 5 senses, if you see any meditation, they are talking about the same science. They ask you to close your eyes, which is your strongest interaction with the outside world, what you see. Then you look for a quiet room where there's no distraction of sound. You're not touching anything, you're not tasting anything, you're being still. And when that rest of your 5 senses is achieved, the awareness pops up. You get a taste of it. You don't do meditation. Meditation happens to you when you learn the art of resting your 5 senses, or in cricketing words, calming your nerves.
Yes.
That's when you're aware. Otherwise, and this practice can be strengthened with the help of a concept called detachment. Now, detachment people fear. They think that this is for somebody who's a saint or who's living a monastic life. No. Detachment is a superpower. It only means absence of fear and greed.
Absolutely.
So when a cricketer is batting good and gets influenced by fear, he'll immediately think of the outcome. The example you're giving, Sachin Tendulkar in 90s.
Yes, I mean,
now
100 lakhs people were cheering for Sachin. He was a 99. I mean, that is again itself overcoming that particular situation is a huge
what
task.
happens to a batsman when they're on 90s? They get too attached to the outcome.
Yes.
100.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's a milestone.
And now the attention has shifted to the milestone, to the outcome from being in the moment. So fear of not scoring a century, it's a fear response. That what if, that nervous 90s that you call it.
Absolutely.
Right? So when fear comes in, no matter how good you're batting, your attention will shift to the outcome. What if I'm not able to do it? When you're at the beginning of the innings, if this happens, then you are more concerned with what if I don't score run today? Maybe tomorrow I'll be dropped out of the team.
Correct.
Right? So fear takes your attention away, and so does greed. What happens when you're playing very good, and if you get influenced by greed, you go predetermined.
Correct.
Now you're not seeing the reality. You're imposing your desire into this present moment. Sehwag. You'll think next ball I'm going to step out and hit it there.
Absolutely.
Amir Sohail is a perfect example.
Yes, absolutely.
On Venkatesh Prasad.
That ball.
When he showed that next ball also I'll hit there.
Hit there, yeah.
But the ball didn't come there.
Yeah, he was bold after that.
He was bold after that.
Yeah.
Right? So that is greed, stepping into the situation.
Absolutely.
It blinds you from seeing the reality. It wants you to impose your desire into the present moment. So it's how to stay away while you're in the zone from fear and greed is what detachment is, which every cricketer practices. And that is how you can enter into that space without getting impacted by whether you're in 90s or you're just starting your innings.